Hey guys, this is New York Dan. You know what I'm watching right now? I got a video on my screen here about the Philippines. There's a place in there called Dumaguete, and I actually watch a guy that it's a bunch of islands, the Philippines. It's pretty amazing. I watch this guy Paul, old dog, new tricks in the Philippines. Now I also found this guy. This is called Regular Guy. His channel is called, and he shows a lot of really good stuff in the Philippines. This guy, let me tell you. I'm going to turn my volume down here a bit. He shows a lot of really good stuff. Now, I was following the Sarasota Tim stuff, and I actually put a comment. I was telling Sarasota Tim, you should really, if I were in your shoes, your situation where you're trying to, he's complaining about the rent, how much it cost in Florida. He's on Social Security. He wants something, a place he can live for a low amount of rent. I was like, man, if I was in your shoes, I would go to the Philippines, because these guys in the Philippines, they pay like $400 for their rent. You can find places that cheap that have like air conditioning. As a U.S. citizen, you can't buy property in the Philippines. You have to rent it. But still, the rent's so cheap. It's a great way to, if you're on Social Security, you can live over there. Everyone rides mopeds, little motorcycles. It looks like a fun place to live. You're in a tropical climate. I was telling Sarasota Tim this. I'm like, this is the place for you, man. He fits the bill. Everything with his situation. I mean, instead of living in the desert, trying to do that, a dusty desert, you could be living large over in the Philippines. It's tropical. That dry air is no good for your skin either. I have my Life Hack Official 1 channel, Official 1, and I do like health related stuff. It's not good to live in a dry climate like that. It's really bad for you. But so the latest drama is that he has a mystery woman that is going to fly out to him at the end of June, right? She's coming out to the desert, wherever he might be. And he said he might move around. He might be traveling up north because it's getting so damn hot there. So I don't know how this is going to work. She's going to fly, I guess, to wherever he goes. And he's excited about this. And then he said, well, she wants to live back in Florida. That's where she really wants to live. Maybe she has family there. They said Sarasota, Florida. He might be going back to his roots, where he got his nickname, Sarasota Tim. However, here's the deal. I'm wondering about this. From what I remember, Miss Tammy has relatives that are over, probably closer in the Boynton Beach area in South Florida. So I'm not quite sure where the Sarasota, why they would pick that area. And I'm thinking, we don't really know. He's kind of teasing us with this. We don't really know if he's talking about Miss Tammy. He may, in fact, have some other lady that he's known. Don't forget, he's lived in Florida a long time. And he may know another lady friend in Florida that he is actually going to meet up with or try to move in with. We don't know. It's speculation that it's Miss Tammy. That may, in fact, not be the case. We don't really know that. And the other thing is, if it is her, I don't quite understand the full. Well, no one can really figure it out. If you were going to do some travels, or he wanted to do exploring the country, he could have just done that and still be going out with Miss Tammy. He could have just said, I want to do some travels, do some videos. He didn't have to necessarily break up with her to do that. Could have been like, I'm going to do some travels and then I'll come back to see you. So we don't really know what's going on. Could it be a publicity stunt to get more views on the channel? That's another possibility. But I'm telling you guys, and I'm telling like retired guys or Tim, if you want to go, check this out. Philippines, look at this. You got these motorcycles here. Check this out. You're in tropical paradise here. I would love this. I love riding mopeds. I would love doing this. But and there's girls here. There are girls that they will go out with these American guys. They may be older. The guys are older. The girls don't mind. They want to find a guy that's, they think if you're American, you're successful, you have money, etc. Even if you have Social Security, they're like, hey, that's something really good, stable, if you want to live in the Philippines. So, yeah, this guy's very entertaining. Regular Guys, his channel, if you want to check out. It's cool just to see, like, the Philippines, see what it looks like, you know? And the fact is, you see, I like watching this stuff, and I would definitely do this if I was in Tim's shoes, okay? I mean, it's amazing. Like, if you're retired, you don't have to worry. If you don't have family, the whole bit. Now, you see, the problem is with me, this stuff is not really an option. I have family. I'm kind of tied down in the States. And well, I shouldn't even be worrying about any of this stuff. It's just for entertainment in my case because I already have a girlfriend. And the fact of the matter is, I don't really have the problems like these guys, like this guy, Regular Guy or whatever. You know, these guys may not be that, they may not be that attractive. And, you know, they might have trouble meeting a girl normally in the States. You know, I don't have that problem. I actually have the opposite problem. I have girls coming up to me and trying to pick me up wherever I go. And when I was single with my ex-girlfriend, believe it or not, I wasn't really single very long, just out of luck. I ended up meeting a great girlfriend. And I was thinking of going, at one point, I was like, yeah, I should go down to Colombia or a place like that. Didn't even have to go. I had a Latina girl come to me that lives in the States. So close by to where I live, actually. Just met her in person. Um, so I'm not quite in these guys' situation. I mean, it's a different situation if you can actually, if you, I guess the deal is you have to be, it's probably all based on looks. If you're more in shape, you're more attractive, you don't really need to do this stuff, and you have girls coming up to you. And it's also personality, you know, some of these guys, they don't have a good rapport. They're not good with talking with women. They may be like high strung or high stressed. You know, they have problems. And girls don't like that. They don't want to be with a guy that's like, you know, like some of these guys, they seem like they're on edge. They talk real fast. You know, they're like nervous or something. That's not going to work. I'll tell you guys, it's not going to work. Girls don't like that. That's part of it. I could give these guys some pointers, but, you know. You see, this guy's a little bit on the nervous side. I'm just going to skip that thing when I get it. There we go. But, yeah, you know, it looks cool over there. It would be a great trip, great time. You can meet a girl over there, drive around on a moped. It looks really cool. Especially if you're getting like Social Security, where you don't have to do any work. You can have that money come over to the Philippines. Hey, this is the way to do it, man.
Okay, that was a hell of a trip. I think I had my fill. I mean, I was loving it. I was enjoying it. But this is 1,200. I'll put the I think
Now,
20 20 USD for this place.
$20 he's paying for that room. You believe that?
I'm gonna head down. Let's get a bite to eat. It doesn't look like there's a lot of baby Rudies in town, which surprises me because it's the big city here. But anyway, let's go down and
But you see, the thing is, like, it's expensive to go to a foreign country like that. It does take, you gotta have a lot of, it takes a lot of courage to do something like that. Definitely. It's not easy to do.
Well, not apparently. I saw it myself. It's a much busier city there, but man,
I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. I don't have to do this crap because I already, I met a very nice girl here, right where I live,
and they were selling one
like
for
almost automatically.
and it looked like a fun place to stop, but I
But
just really
hey,
liked
not
the
all
place.
guys
I
are
just had this
as
urge,
fortunate
maybe
as
because
I
I
am. I
I
mean,
was having a great time.
I go to the gym or something and I have girls like looking at me and they're like
Taste that
trying to like pick
that
me up
beer.
and I'm like, "Oh
So let's
man."
go
I'm
out
like,
here and let's get some
"Don't
good
even
fries.
look at me.
Let's
I'm
check out
already
this
involved
beer.
with a girlfriend. I can't have all these girls. I don't want
That's different than what I was.
girls. I already have a girl."
Do you have beer?
It's crazy. These guys are very desperate. It's like it's either feast or famine.
You have beer in
They're
Philly?
trying to meet a girl like
Perfect fit.
desperately.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Other guys have the opposite problem. You meet too many girls like me.
Is the beer
The
cold?
girls come up to
Cold
you
beer? Okay.
and you
Standard.
can't you have one girlfriend. One is enough. You don't want to have
Oh, I
being,
can see that.
you don't want to
And
stress
oh,
yourself out
so
having
you're doing
like,
that? Oh, what do you do? Do
it's
you do?
extra trouble. I wouldn't want to be in
Oh,
that
I see.
situation. I don't.
Let me see. We can choose. Oh wow, look at
I'd
this.
rather have one girlfriend that's quality.
Jed.
I'd rather not be involved with, dealing with other
Okay,
multiple
Jed.
girls or whatever.
What's this
But
one?
I'm telling you though, it's really crazy. I go to the
Okay, we got
grocery
a
store. A
Coke,
lot
ice,
of
and a San
women
Miguel.
come up to me all the time. Older
Maybe I
women
can
come
get one
up
more if it's not a
and they
problem.
like ask me stuff like they pretend they want to know something in the store or they talk to me about like
Let me
different
see.
things in the store,
Yes,
food or whatever.
the light.
Or especially if I go to
Maybe
restaurants
this
and
is the
stuff,
place to be when it comes to
they
getting food
come up
here.
to me.
All right, it's the place to be. This is the place in San Juan.
Now,
I'll go
some of
here.
these
I want to
guys
get
in the
some lunch,
Philippines
but
are
I know
trying to meet like
once a
these
week
girls that are
one
probably
good
like
lady. One good lady. Yes.
they're underage
Okay,
or they're
so
like
we're gonna
20 or
go with some
something like
chicken
that.
nuggets. Hello, sir. Then
That
what
might
do we
be
got
part
here?
of it as well.
I'm sure I can get more than just one. Okay, so we're gonna head down here. I want to venture around, see if there's another place to get a beer too. But we're gonna sit down for now.
The other thing is,
What do
this
we
is
have?
one thing with the Philippines. You're not going to have like conveniences like United
Oh, that is
States
a good chair.
where you got Walmart. Walmart's a great store,
Yes,
right? You
it
can
does.
get anything you want
Okay.
there. Just about, you got really
Oh,
good
this is
food markets in the United
nice.
States.
Oh, I always heard people say that it's hard to
You're
tell
not going to
people
get that in the
what is your
Philippines.
budget,
That's the
and I gotta tell
catch.
you, it
On the
is.
good, you know what the
I'm
good
sorry,
part
what?
about that is though?
Is that
I
okay?
don't think you're going to be getting
Seriously, what
fat
do you think?
in the
Oh,
Philippines
now that is a cool
unless you
beer.
drink a lot of beer.
Very good. Oh, that's
I
one
don't know
thing.
if there's beer. It looks like he's got a beer there, so there is
We're gonna
beer
sit
around.
down here. Okay,
Beer's
we
the
got
worst damn thing to drink. It's
let's
all
start
carbs.
good. Fried chicken and rice. You know, what do they say in the Philippines? Rice is something. Rice is something. I forgot what the saying is, but I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
You
girls
want to
if
try some beer foots?
your conversation, you gotta be like,
Oh, I wish I had
you
some
gotta
beer
know
foots.
how to talk. um, with women to actually meet the girls. Well, maybe in Philippines you will. They're looking for a guy that's like, got a pension or whatever. But in United States, that's the way this guy's talking. It's not the way you would go about meeting a girl. I can tell you that right now.
How much are you? Pila dough. What is pila dough? Pila dough.
So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should Sarasota Tim go over to Philippines? Definitely, if he wants to live a minimalist life, this would be a great idea for him. Sell everything he's got, the trailer, the truck. Go over there. You have nothing to worry about. You don't have assets to worry about, right? And then once you're there, you can't own property anyway there, other than I think you could own like a motorbike or something like that. So then that stuff's supposed to be pretty good beer, actually. Modelo. It's made from corn. Oh, we're back. But yeah, you can't. You could own a motorbike or something. Then you rent a place. You could have a place with air conditioning. You wouldn't have to live in a trailer. It's probably a pretty good deal. Yeah, this guy's channel's regular guy. The other guy in the Philippines, Old Dog New Tricks, this guy Paul, he met a nice girlfriend and he's lived with her a number of years over there. He rents a place. That's where I'm telling you guys you can like rent a small place over there with air conditioning and stuff. Check out Paul's channel, Old Dog New Tricks, and you'll see he lives in Dumaguete. Now this guy, um, he mentioned that Dumaguete has become like too popular. He said guys go there and it's becoming like a sausage fest. It's a bunch of American guys, expats they're called, um, that are older guys. They've retired guys that went there, and apparently the women there are not impressed anymore. He said 10 years ago in 2014, it was easier to pick women up in the Philippines. But he said now it's become like the resort. Well, it's kind of like it's by the water. It's a nice place to live, Dumaguete. But there's too many Americans there, too many guys, and I guess not enough women, not enough Filipinas to meet. Or they're picky over there as far as what they want. Now, I can't blame these women. Some of these guys are really elderly that are over there. Some of the guys Paul's interviewed, these guys are like almost, they're not as young looking as this guy. They're like really old. They're who knows how many years they got left. And God bless them for doing something, going over there. They got a lot of guts to do this stuff. Cebu City is another popular location. This guy shows you the map. It's really good, his channel. And I was also watching another guy before this guy. I put it in my subscription list on Ben's products, but it's going to be, you can't even find it. I have too many subscriptions. But the other guy was talking about all kinds of places over in Asia. It's cool because you get to see the local,
Really? Maybe she's very good, right? Very good here. Wow. Okay. Okay.
you get to see the local people in Asia, the local places in the Philippines. It's pretty cool. watching this stuff.
Yeah, it's only yeah, but
Now I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't like I don't like to fly, okay? I hate flying. Don't even make me fly. I wouldn't even Sarasota Tim said he doesn't mind flying to anywhere to see his son or whatever if he's on the road. So he's obviously got no problem with flying. See, that's not me. I don't like to fly at all. I would never be going over to the Philippines myself. Too damn far to fly, especially from New York. I would never be going there. Florida's close enough for me. It's got tropical climate, palm trees. Florida's fine. I like going there just for vacation. I don't need to meet these Filipina women. I got women. Well, I don't want to sound. I shouldn't even say that. I have a girlfriend. I don't want to say I got women. I sound like a pimp or something. But I'm just saying that I have no problems meeting women. I am not like these guys that are like desperate for finding a girlfriend, so to speak. I've in the states. I have there are plenty of women around. Too many women. Yeah, I'm done with flying. I don't want to have anything to do with it, guys. Let me tell you, I'm done with it. The the planes, the seats are tighter than ever. You're crammed in the damn thing, especially if you're like me and you're like 6 feet tall. The seats are way too tiny. It's very claustrophobic. I don't like anything about it. The pressures with your ear or your when the plane goes up and down, it causes me ear pressure. I don't like anything about it. It's not for me. I'm not gonna. I don't want to have to fly. I'm done with that. I don't want to fly. I've had my arm twisted a number of times flying places with girlfriends want me to go places, but in the past, my mode of transportation is cruising. I love doing cruises. I don't mind being on the ships. Those are very comfortable. I love being on the ships. I don't want to be going up in the air doing these cramped flights. I don't do that. A matter of fact, I'm going to be going on a cruise. I'm going to put it on the channel. It's going to be a load of fun. It's coming up on my channel. Hey, if they had a cruise, maybe a world cruise sometime, you never know. I might get over to the Philippines if I do a world cruise. It just takes a long time. That's the only thing with the cruises. It's not as fast as the flight. Doing the flights, you can do things in a tight time frame, but I don't know. The whole problem is if you have family in the United States, you go over to Philippines, then you every time you want to see family, you got to fly back. That's the catch. If you had no family, those girls look like they're American. They're probably tourists. Yeah, those girls don't look Filipino at all. Filipina. They must be like on tour there or something, those girls. They're not locals. But
The video is actually looking at the live stream, so we're gonna keep it here until
I guess he's live streaming from Philippines, some of this stuff. Whoop. Well, I think my remote just died. That's what I think. Anyway, guys, hey, you know what? This is something that is definitely a good thing for Sarasota to check out if you wanted to do something really adventurous. Let me put this on home. Oh, I think my remote completely died. Nope, there it is. So anyway, guys, hey, subscribe to my channel. I am going to be doing a cruise, and you guys are going to see it firsthand. I think I'm going to be able to live stream from the cruise ship. And yeah, we'll see what happens when Tim's mystery lady shows up. And who knows what's going on with that. I'm in suspense, as I'm sure everyone else is too. All right, guys. Hey, have a good morning, probably. For me, it's a good night, pretty much. But by the time you guys see this, it's probably morning. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one.